Hello everyone, my name is Box and welcome back to Titanfall. So this is going to be more of a formal look at it, and I'm actually going to leave my queue here. So I can just kind of do a formal first impressions of the game. I've played a match, and I've done the training. Alright, so jumping to the options menu, of course. You have a pretty decent options menu. The HUD margin is disabled because you set that up when you first started the game, but you have mouse sensitivity. You get to make sure that mouse acceleration is disabled because I don't know why you'd want it. Mouse invert is an option which I don't feel like I see all that much anymore. And then you got all the key bindings you can ask for with alternates, which is really good to see. And then you have a separate set of bindings for controller settings, which is also good to see. And they all look to be pretty plentiful. You can tell it to automatically sprint. Kind of an interesting option here. You can set it to never, which means you just press sprint to start sprinting. Delayed, automatically start sprinting after a short delay. Pressing sprint will start sprinting immediately. Or always when you're moving, you're sprinting. I'm actually going to set this to delayed and see how it actually affects things. Audio settings, you have some sliders. You got music volume, voice chat volume, which I have turned down a little bit because there were some guys in that last match. Master volume. And then you actually get some decent options here. Music setting full for classic multiplayer versus campaign multiplayer. I'm not actually sure what the difference is at the moment. Subtitles on, off, obviously. Calculate occlusion determines if the sounds through walls are muffled. Turning this off will reduce CPU load. Given that I'm on a good enough PC, I'm keeping that on. And then emitter limit on high. Many sounds can be played at once. So good to see you can scale that down if you're going to have issues with it on your computer. Speaker configuration, set it up for 5.1. Sounds great. Can't keep the volume on too high when I'm recording, but from what I have looked at, it does sound pretty good. Video settings, you actually have a decent amount. Again, keep in mind this is a beta. This is totally a beta. And, you know, they're shipping as minimum as they can, so we could see more in future. You got brightness, full screen or not, resolution options, which again are disabled in the multiplayer menu that I'm at, but you do have full resolution options. It does start you out at like 720p, so you'll want to change them. I actually have different color modes for television or monitor. That's pretty cool. Anti-aliasing, VSync. You have a field of view slider, which is good to see. And then you have texture resolution. Keep in mind the insane, it's like low, medium, high, insane. Insane requires a 3 GB graphics card, which I'm not 100% sure I have, so I just went ahead and set it to high. And then texture filtering, lighting quality, shadows, effects, models, impact marks, ragdolls. Just kind of have most of that maxed out. Discard changes. You got different loadouts you can choose from, and you unlock them as you play. So I unlocked the CQB loadout, which gives you the smart pistol. I unlocked that. No. The assassin has the smart pistol. CQB loadout, which has a shotgun and micro missiles for the tank weapon. I unlocked that for hitting level 2, so you unlock more as you go. I assume you can unlock the ability to make your own very soon. Same thing will apply with the Titan loadout here. You can get different guns for your Titan, unlock the next one at level 3. Pretty straightforward, pretty, you know, what you would expect. You get personal stats overall, your summary of your last game, which includes your loadout, or your unlocks for your loadouts. Good to see that's in there. Some games don't include that, and if you accidentally skip the menu, you can't see what you unlocked. That gets very annoying. Okay, let's go ahead and get into a match real quick. I did do a live first match, but I want to go ahead and do one just as a formal first impressions. Just to get out there. So, looks like it's going to be the same thing. Attrition on Fracture, which is okay, because that was a lot of fun. It's going to start in about 50 seconds here, and we will get right on into it. So, let's go ahead and take a look at the personal stats. I have not looked at this personally. Overview, most kills, most used, most efficient. So I'm more efficient with the chain gun as the Titan, obviously. There's challenges, which I assume give you more XP. How many weapons I have unlocked? I have already unlocked 12 of 16 weapons. I'm assuming this is only for the beta. That would be kind of weird if there's only 16 weapons to unlock and you already have most of them unlocked from the start. Now granted, a lot of people prefer that, but if you're going to have a progression system, then you're going to want to have a progression system. So Same thing with the kits and abilities. It separates which game modes you play. You know, just a pie chart, why not? How many you played, how many you won, percent, how many times you were MVP or top 3. Obviously, I lost that one, so none of them, but we're gonna go ahead and get into the match here. This loading screen's kinda cool too. Somewhat Call of Duty-esque, and then somewhat almost Portal-esque. I like it. Alrighty. Years of aggressive fuel extraction have taken their toll on this formal colony for the privileged. Your pilot is always equipped with a primary weapon, a sidearm, and an anti-Titan weapon. Alright, we are going to give a CQB shot a try, and our Titan is going to be the tank one. Alright, so we are jumping into combat again. First thing that I'm just going to note, because that's the first thing I noticed as soon as I got in the game, is it is absolutely gorgeous. This whole game is just beautiful. It looks amazing, and this is only the beta. Obviously, there's some low texturing going on in specific places, but looking at the, the thing on the whole, you don't really notice it. The guns are highly detailed. Everything looks really good at the distance you're going to be playing it at, and that is what I like to see. It looks fantastic, and constantly, this has a very PlanetSide 2 feel with how much is going on in the background, with the ships flying everywhere, and when you lose, certain ships start getting destroyed, things like that. It just looks great overall, and I love a good looking game. Alright, so we're going to try to find some scrub knots to kill here. Not entirely familiar with the map just yet, so don't hate me for that. Looks like my team is actually doing a fairly good job at the moment. So, for the most part, this game can contain a lot of your standard FPS mechanics, but it has a bit, look at that, it has a bit of almost a Mirror's Edge kind of wall running and stuff capabilities. It's pretty interesting and pretty cool. You don't see a whole lot of people doing it, but I imagine being able to wall jump and bounce between walls, and you can double jump. That is a lot of fun, and I imagine eventually that'll get turned into some pretty cool game types. I'll try and not get killed there, but yeah, you got double jump, wall jumping, and then wall running and bouncing between them as much as you can keep in the air. Like, it is a lot of fun. Alright. So you basically have two different classes of enemies that you're going to be killing in this game, as I try to let my health come back just a little bit here. You have Spectres, which are the AI everyone was complaining about being in the game. The Spectres are the AI. They don't control Titans, they don't do a whole lot, they just shoot at you and they basically feed you points for killing them. And then there's the pilots, which are the player characters, which are the ones you really need to worry about, because the pilots are going to be your biggest threat overall. The Spectres can sometimes have anti-tank weapons, and so you do want to make sure you're killing them, and they can certainly shoot you and kill you. So you definitely want to make sure you're killing them. They're just not the biggest threat you want to worry about. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead. Your Titan is by default on a timed delay, and then as you kill, as you do well, it actually, takes time off the delay so you can get to your Titan faster. Your Titan is, of course, just a giant mech suit that you can wreck the world with, and it is very glorious. You have sprinting, you have dashing, and then you have a shield, which hopefully I'll be able to demonstrate all of these mechanics to you here. You have a shield which can, hold shots being fired at you and then spray them back. You have an automatic missile launcher that is on a cooldown. You have quite a lot at your arsenal for the Titan. I'm gonna go ahead and get behind this guy here. I am firing the tank rounds. I'm gonna fire my missile there. That was the F key. He's using a shield, so he reflected a lot of those. But then see, I can. Alright. So that Titan is doomed, which means it's about to explode, it's about to die. The pilot needs to eject or he will be killed. I unfortunately got damaged by that, so I'm not doing so hot at the moment. I will spray and pray. I will use my shield here is what I've been trying to use. Nope, I need to eject or I will be killed in a minute. I'm waiting on my missiles to recharge. Nope. Did not eject in time. Oftentimes, if it's just straight doomed and it's starting to explode, it will actually eject you on its own. And you can fly up and get an interesting perspective to see. I mean, it's intentional to give you a chance to plan your next move, so that's pretty cool. So I now have a minute and 55 till my new Titan will be available. Or again, as I hopefully kill some enemies here, that will shorten drastically. So I have my shotgun as my primary weapon, my pistol as my secondary weapon, and then an anti-tank weapon. So let me try to, oh god, okay. This is my anti-tank weapon. And one of them I have, it's a rocket launcher. For this class, it's like just a chain gun. I'm actually gonna try to just take out the specters here. They do, I mean, it's beneficial to kill anything in a shooter, so it can't hurt me. It's just not entirely what my purpose should be here. But they're shooting at my team, so I'm going to kill them. I got a jump kick point. Oh. Okay. And then at the end of the match, which we have won this one, so I'm going to go ahead and take out this Titan. Oh shit. Oh you then have to eliminate all enemy pilots as they run to their escape point here. Oh shit. I just randomly got on top of a Titan. Okay. Apparently you can piggyback Titans. That is freaking cool. I don't want to do that though. Throw my grenades over here. Alright, how do I get off? How the hell do I get off? I don't know that I can now. That's pretty scary and awesome. Alright, enemy pilots eliminated, so we have prevented them from escaping, which gives us some extra points and further asserts our domination here. That was certainly not the best match, and that one actually went really, really quick, especially compared to my first one. But that, my first impressions of Titanfall. It is a lot of fun. The movement mechanics are absolutely incredible. The combat feels pretty fun so far, and I'm really looking forward to putting a lot of time into it. Let me know if you'd like to see more Titanfall videos. I'm going to get back to playing, and I'm going to see you all next time. Bye-bye.